Hello everybody. Hi, nice to meet you, everyone. I think we have a lot of people here already. Can you comment in the box if you can hear me and see me clearly? Okay, okay, great. Okay, so yeah, it's 6 p.m. So we will start our little presentation about Build Up Mercari 2025. Let's go. Okay, so before we start, this event is recorded and streamed on YouTube, as you guys know. During the Q&A session, we'll have a Q&A session. You can ask your question in the comment box. I have also gathered a few questions that some people had and let us know on the survey that we sent you guys a few weeks earlier. So yeah, just to let you know, feel free to comment on the comment box if you have any question or any comments or anything. Anything is welcome. Great. And yes, this will be uploaded on YouTube as well. Okay, so here is the agenda for today. So I will start with a little introduction. We're gonna do a little ice break as well. From 6:05 to 15, we will talk about Mercari Group. So I'm gonna let you know a bit more about what's Mercari, what we're doing, and few things about our businesses. 6:15, I will mention about the Build Up Mercari training and everything. And then we will have today our special guest, who her name is Miao-san. She was last year's a mentor for during our Build at Mercari for last year. So you guys can ask her any question that you want to know when it comes to, engineering related question and so on. And then we will have a Q&A time as well. Okay, so first things first, so let me introduce myself. So my name is Vicky. I am talent acquisition in Mercari. So I am originally from France. I came to Japan in 2015. So it's been this year, it's going to be my 10th year in Japan. I joined Mercari in 2021. I'm currently working as a new grads recruiter. Before that, I was a talent acquisition on the mid-career for Mercari. And then I switched to new grads TA since 2023. My coverage is engineering hiring and global hiring. So maybe, I'm not sure, maybe I have already met a few of you guys, whether in Indonesia or in India. But yeah, this is what I'm doing at Mercari. Okay, so let's start with an ice break, a little ice break time. So please comment in the box. So, it's already the first week of January. I think you guys had like a winter break or winter holiday. So what did you do during your holiday season? Like, did you do anything exciting? I guess some of you had like Christmas, New Year plan. Tell me, what did you guys do? Feel free to comment in the box. Nice internship. Wow. Nice. Very proactive. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Oh, you learned baking. Wow. Final test in the university. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like the test season as well. Plum cake with the family. Wow, that sounds really nice. Very nice. I also did bake a lot. I made some bagels as well. Hiking. Well, very good. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, for example, for me, I had my mom coming to Japan, and also again we baked together, and had some Christmas dinner together. Right. Okay. Shopping. Nice. Okay, thank you. Seems like you guys had like a lot of fun during your holiday. And it's kind of like a bit hard to get back to work, but yeah, I guess all of you have probably met some new resolution, myself as well. So so yeah, let's do our best for this year, 2025. Okay, so let me move on forward with the an introduction about Mercari Group. So here is our company overview. So we have Mercari Group, and under our umbrella, we have Japan region, which is composed of marketplace, fintech. So marketplace is our main app, Mercari, or C2C business. We have Merpay, which is our cashless payment system, and Americoin, which is one of our crypto company. Aside, we have Mercari in the US, and Kashima Antlers, which is one of our sport business, and also our Mercari India, which is our center of excellence located in Bangalore. Um, Okay, next. So here are our values. As you can see, we have actually a new values, which is move fast. Our main values are go bold, all for one, be a pro, and literally recently we added move fast. Our foundation are sustainability, inclusion, and diversity, trust and openness, well-being for performance. So we were established in 2013. We have offices in Tokyo, Fukuoka, Osaka, Palo Alto, and Bangalore. And we have more than 2,000 employees working here in Mercari Group. So here is our marketplace. So our main app is called Mercari. I guess, Mercari is available right now only in Japan, or also we have our business in Taiwan. But it is an app where everybody can buy and everybody can sell secondhand products. So, for example, you buy some stuff and then you figure out you don't really use them anymore, but you don't want to throw them away. So this app helps you to, sell it to another person. So our system is very easy. So you just need to take a picture of the item, put your description of the item, like about like if the product is very used, or is it like new, or maybe there's some scratches. Like you just give a detail of the product, you decide the price you want to selling at, and then you can upload it on our marketplace. Let's say me as a buyer, I'm interested in buying your product, so I can just purchase it. Once I purchase, you will just need to send it to me. And then once I receive the product, I'll just need to check. And if it's, same as the description, then I will give you a rate from 1 to 5 stars, and then you will receive the money. So unless the buyer doesn't give a review of the seller will not receive the money yet. So which makes our platform pretty secure for our customers. And again, everything is anonymous as well. We customers Between customers, they do not exchange any personal information, which is kind of one of our biggest strengths here at Mercari. So the service was launched in July 2013, as I said earlier. The operating system is Android and iOS. Of course, it is free to download the app. However, if you sell something, Mercari will take 10% of the sales price as a fee. And this is basically how the company makes most of the money. Um, the language is in Japanese, and we have more than 3 billion number of listing as of November 2021. So I guess right now it should be a little bit more. So this is our GMV monthly active users. So Mercari have more than you know 20 22.9 monthly active users. So last year we observed a growth of 2%. So which means that there is still a lot of opportunity for us, for this company to grow even more in the future. So within Mercari app, we have this feature called Mercari Shops. So Mercari Shop is as it says, under a concept of selling with ease. So basically, you can establish your own shop, your own business, it works as a kind of e-commerce platform. So you can establish your own online shop, a little business using just your own smartphone and sell, like, for example, um, in Japan, most of our shops users are little businesses that are selling fruits, vegetables, or making like handmade product. So if you make any handmade products and you want to start a little business with that, you are totally free to open your own little shop within Mercari shop, and which is within Mercari app. We launched this business in October 2021, and it has been growing a lot as well since then. Here are the Mercari Shop strengths. So it's a B2C marketplace where, again, everybody can sell at ease and very easily. So we do not request any monthly or entry fees. Again, the user can just sell the item, and we take 10% of the item price as a fee, with no fixed costs, and it's very easy for everybody to get started. Since we have a large user base, over like almost 23 million monthly active users, it is very easy for or people who use Mercari Shop to have an impact and reach a lot of customers, and make money out of those sales. And it is feature tailored to businesses. So um, they can just list the item with just 3 steps. So it's very nice for our customer, and very how do you say, convenient. Also, like, in Japan, we of course we do have competitors, such as a lot of online malls, but we have been seeing that a lot of our, like, Japan online malls, the demographic tends to be older people, while like the users of Mercari shops is the large percentage of the buyers are mostly women and young demographic, which means that it kind of stands us out with from other online malls. So here is our fintech business. So I have mentioned earlier, so we do have like a cashless payment system that is implemented within Mercari app. So this business is called Merpay. So Merpay is a mobile payment service, and it is integrated into Mercari app. So for example, if you sell something on Mercari, and that you receive the money, you'll be receiving it through Merpay, which is like you can use like a QR code system, or like a cashless, like touch system, or a scan code. And nowadays in Japan, a lot of shops are actually supporting Merpay payment system. So with the money that you made on Mercari app, you can, for example, use that money whenever you go to the convenience store, or when you go to the supermarket, like anywhere, basically, which makes everything very smooth for our customers, that if they want to right away use the money that they made on Mercari app by selling their product. Or they can also, of course, wire that money into their bank account. Um, Merpay focuses on three areas. So the three areas are payment. So payment, as I said earlier, they can use this ID. So ID is a very specific like Japanese, um, you know, payment system, but it's basically the very similar with like touch system. It's the same like the Visa touch that in most country we have. And then as I said earlier, like a code code payment system. We also launched a credit card, like a physical credit card, in June 2 years ago. So they can, like MeriPay user can also request a physical credit card and a virtual card. And then the second focus area is a credit. So people can actually make like lump sum payment, split payments, and use or pay smart money which means like they can borrow money very easily, and of course the interest rate fluctuates depending on the borrower's usage of Mercari. And then the final one is asset management, which is something very new. I'm going to go over it in my next slide. So we have been implementing into Mercari app like the Mercoin, which is our cryptocurrency business. So when within Mercari app, people can actually buy Bitcoin from 100 yen and SRM as well. So you can, it gives like a lot of opportunity for our users to do a lot of things with their Bitcoin. For example, like buying Bitcoin and selling it when it's on the rise, and then making some profit with that. Lastly, this is one of our latest business. So it's called Mercari Hello. So it is a on-demand work service. So it is very specific to people who, for example, whenever they have a spare time that they want to use, they can actually apply for like quick and like easy jobs, like a part-time job. So out of our users tends to be like students. So let's say they go to university and then they finish their school earlier. They have like some spare time and they want to make some money. So we do partner with a lot of businesses in Japan. So for example, like convenience store or drugstores or restaurants. And those or partner will put a job description whenever they need like some workforce. And then the student can just apply to this job, even if it's like a 1 hour part-time job or like 2 hours. They can apply, and since we don't, there is no resume needed, um, and like it's very smooth and very easy, so they can work on the spot anytime they have like some spare time. So the concept is as I said, is like for everybody. So our customer can find a little part-time job right from Mercari app, which is used by 23 million people from all over Japan and all ages and gender. It is very quick, so the customer can apply using their own personal information that they registered on Mercari. So as I said earlier, they don't need to submit any resume or undergo any interview, and very easy. So they can, find little job very easily on our app, and work shifts as short as 1 hour, in a time that fits their schedule. So I think Mercari Hello is very loved by students and young people. So here are our three core values. Sorry, I haven't added the move fast, but just to give you a better idea about all the go bold, all for one, and be a pro. So for us, go bold means like stepping out of our comfort zone and taking on new challenges. We would love our employee to everybody go bold in their challenge, and of course learn from their failures. Like going bold for us doesn't mean only succeeding, it means also failing, and learning from that. Then all for one, it is related to the teamwork. So we are like a 2,000 employee company, and for us, like working as a team, is to achieve the mission and achieve the goal is very important. So we love our employees to have a sense of teamwork and work all together, and be a pro. So we are requesting all the members, of course, to take ownership of their work in their field, learn every day, and also achieve and commit to showing results as well. As I said when I started this presentation, so one of the main pillar of Mercari, is one of the foundation, is our diversity and inclusion, so or IND. So we have a total of 2,000, more than 2,000 member, and actually 26.4 people joined through referrals from our employee, which is actually a very high percentage indicator that people are really happy to recommend Mercari to work for. And not only that, but out of those 2,000 member, we have like people from approximately more than 50 countries different. So I myself, I'm not Japanese. I'm working at Mercari. We have people from all around the world, from Asia, from Europe, America, everywhere. And here, as you can see on the slide, so the percentage of employee of foreign nationality is overall 25.7% on the management position, and when it comes to the engineer, is a 53.8. And yes, again, like these numbers continue to grow, especially among the engineering position. We've been hiring a lot for new grads or even mid-career outside of Japan, and we're really proud about this. Again, when it comes to the gender ratio, so right now our percentage of female employees is about 32.9%. It is pretty low, but it's still good for an IT company. But of course, we we are really looking on increasing this number, as well as the percentage of women in management position, which is for now 20.4%, and female director 30%. So we are really keen on changing and increasing those number in the near future. Um, when it comes to our male employee, Mercari offer childcare leaves and also paternity leaves as well. So at this moment, 91.4% of our male employee, are actually taking those paternity leaves, which is a very high number, considering that Japan is one of the country in the world where like father do not take childcare leave, or do not even take paternity leave. So we're really happy about this number, and we will, of course, want this number to keep on increasing in the future. And then one of our last action was to do something about the gender pay gap. So we had like about an unexplained pay gap of 7%, and so that we implemented the salary adjustment, and we were able to reduce it to 2.5%. So if any of you are interested when it comes to our gender gap pay project, we have some article on our Mercan, which is one of our Mercari blogs. So feel free to have a look at it and see how we were able to manage that. So our office is located in Roppongi in Tokyo. So those are the picture of Tokyo. Sorry, this is not Roppongi. This is called Shibuya, but it's like very close to our office. Um, Roppongi is an international city hub and a major place for global businesses and startup. We do share our building with Apple, Google, and any other like financial big companies such as Goldman Sachs or Barclay. So if you guys have the chance to come to Japan for an internship, this is where you will be working in our office. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to discuss about the build at Mercari 2025. So yeah, this is about it. So why we do this program? So right now, the current situation is that the proportion of women in STEM field is pretty low. This is not a secret. You can see it everywhere on the news or LinkedIn. And us as Mercari, we hope that this build program, training, and of course build internship, if you guys go to the internship, will be an opportunity for people to carve out of a career in the same field without giving up, just because some people might feel, as a minority, and it kind of like takes some doubt for them to go in this field, especially because sciences, engineering is still a very male um, like industry. So by this program, we want to, give opportunity to everybody to carve their career. And of course, if you guys can get interested in Mercari and maybe join us in the future, that will be awesome. So here is the gender gap index on 156 countries. So Japan is actually 116, so that's really low and a very concerning. So in Japan, the female ratio in the sciences is about only 27.8%, and engineering is 15.7%. That's extremely low. So this is the reason why we would like to create this program. So here is the history of Build at Mercari. So we started this program in 2019, and this year it will be our sixth time to hold this program. Um, since we did start build, we had like 17 people who joined actually Mercari as a new grads through the Build at Mercari program. So I think some people were concerned that, if they join Build at Mercari training and a Build at Mercari internship, are there any, full-time employee opportunity at the end? Yes, it will, of course, depend on some requirement, but yes, as it says here, 17 people are actually joined our company. So here is a picture of last year's orientation at Mercari office. So you can see like we were sharing some bento and pizza. It was actually pretty fun to discuss with you guys, everybody. So I hope it just gives you an idea. Usually people will gather and just, do their thing all together and make friends with each other. Let's move on to the Build at Mercari training. So as it says here, currently we're accepting application until January 15th. So you still have like, I think a few days remaining to apply. So it's the goal is to learn for the training. The goal is to learn the basic knowledge of required for software engineering. The period is from March 1st to March 14th, so it is on the 2 weeks, and the study time is more than 2 hours per day. So from 10 to 7 p.m. Japan time. So the language is Japanese or English. It will depend of the team you're assigned. Of course, if you do not speak Japanese, we'll assign you to an English speaking team so that you don't get any problem with that. Then the participant will be divided into a few teams, and each of you will tackle your own assignments while deepening your interaction with each other. So I think it's a great time, of course, to you know make some new friends while learning and working each other. um, so the first day will be March 1st. So it says offline participation required. So this is for the Japanese, the people who are living in Japan. Of course, if you're living abroad, this is of course not required. But we will do the program introduction, team building, PC setup, and from the day two and day three onwards, we will teach you guys how to use the Git. Database basics, web API development using like Python or Go and more. Um, when it comes to the requirements of the build at Mercari requirement like training, so we would like to ask the candidates to emphasize with the mission and the value of Mercari Group. So, as I said, our culture is very important for us. So our requirement is for you to have a deep understanding of what does it mean for us to go bold and be all for one and be a pro. We want this program is for students who identify, as a women and as a minority as well, and are for therefore, like, also we need you to be more than 16 years old, um, and or older. And of course, we also do accept applicants with 1 to 3 years of work experience. You don't have to be, uh, you know, like just a graduate student. You can also, if you're a mid-career person and want to do this training, you're also welcome to do so. Um, we want you to own a computer with an internet connection. This will be definitely needed because we're not going to be able to provide you a laptop and internet connection. So please make sure that your internet connection is suitable for any, Slack um, communication, any meetings, and so on. Um, we request you to have experience writing programming languages. So we expect you to be, at the level where you can do the following. So for example, like understand like simple programming syntax, such like any language, actually, that's fine. We don't ask you to be like very ramped up on Go or React or anything, but any language is fine. But we want you to at least have, understanding, and also you're able to use like an editor for coding, and able to use like a simple comments as it's written here, and use the terminal. Um, if you're not sure about your own technical skill, we can also do a follow-up, optional follow-up session before participating in the program. So for the selection process, so we are currently taking application, and after you apply, we are going to screen your resume, and send you an easy coding test. Then we will do one interview, and then we'll let you know if you are able to start this training or not. So the deadline is January 15. The coding test will be sent to those who pass the document screening first. And then we will take about a few days, to screen everybody, because we are expecting a lot of applicants to apply, so we won't be able to give you, your answer right on the spot. It's going to take a few days for us to get back to you with the coding test. The coding test is about 1 week, so you can take a week to complete it. And then if you pass the document screening and the coding test, we will reach out to you by the end of January with the result. The selection point is like, as you know, this is like a build at Mercari program. So we're not expecting you to be a ramped up engineer from now. So I think the most important thing will be how you are able to show the reason why you're applying for this training, and of course the result of the coding test, which will be pretty easy. But yeah, the reason for applying for this program will be the most important. So make sure to be able to communicate that on your application. And when it comes to the open spot, we have 20 open spots for English speakers and 60 for Japanese members. So what is the difference between the internship, um, or like the normal internship and the build internship? So the reason why I'm showing you that is because after the training, the 2 weeks training, um, we will also give you to the selected applicant the opportunity to do the build internship. Um, so what are the difference between our two programs, like internship and normal internship? So for build at Mercari internship, which is the after the training program, if you get selected, the difference are mainly that you'll be able to participate in the team and work on issues with a mentor. Like your mentor will be always next to you and teach you, while like a software engineer, like the basic internship at Mercari, you'll be responsible for some of the assigned team, like regular work task, and you will need to think independently with a mentor about the process and accomplishing the task. Expected tasks will be pretty heavy for a normal internship compared to the build internship, as well as the mentor for EM and as well as the support from your mentor and from EM will be way much more in build at Mercari internship than a software engineer internship. So the main difference is like the level, I would say, for a software internship, basic software internship in Mercari, like we are requesting people to already have previous experience interning as a software engineer. Well, like for build internship, we're looking more like people who are still new and still want to learn the program. But yeah, just to let you know, the build at Mercari internship is for months. It's usually during the summer. And for normal internship, we do hire all year round, and it's usually a 2 months paid internship here. And we do provide the flight tickets to come to Japan as well as accommodation. So that being said, the most thing to actually remember for this is like if you feel yourself that if you already have a pretty deep software engineering internship experience, you're still a student and you're going to graduate in 2026, I would definitely recommend you to apply for the normal software internship than build internship. Okay, so this is sorry, we're running out of time. So this is the overall schedule. So here is the application period. So application period is from December 6th. So we started last month and it's until the 15th. The training period will start in March for 2 weeks, and the internship and application and selection period will be around April and May. So, okay, great. So we're done. So I'm going to introduce you to one of our past mentor. Her name is Miao-san. So I will add her to the stage right now. Please give a warm welcome for Miao-san. If you have any question for Miao-san, please add them to your comment. She used to mentor some build training and build internship, build students. So please ask your question to Miao-san. First, she's going to introduce herself, and then we will answer your question. Okay, hi Miao-san, welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so yeah, feel free to introduce yourself, and if you find like any question for you, I can also help you with that. So yeah, let me know. Please, the mic is for you. So go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Miao. I'm currently a software engineer working on Search ML and in Mercari. And to share my experience, I'm original from China, and I came to Japan for my master program in University of Tokyo. And during my master program, I joined Mercari as a software engineer internship. And after that, I joined Mercari as new grad. And last year, I also helped on the Build Mercari program to work as a mentor. And my current job is in the search ML team is to improve the search ranking result using some machine learning models. And what I did when I was a student is like some product development with friends or in some startup company, and did some internship in several companies. And my research is in computer vision or deep learning field, and also interested in making clothes or some handmade stuff. Yeah, and today I'm here to help you answer some like question about our daily work as engineer or in our internship, or also the how the build program is looks like. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a first question for Miao-san. So, hold on a second. So I think, yeah, some people are actually curious about the programming languages of the coding test. So let me just answer this first. So when it comes to the language for the coding test, you can use any language you want. It's going to be a HackerRank test, but I'm going to go over this a little bit later. So first question for Miao-san. So what is the difficulty level of the test? Can you get any material to prep for this test, or what kind of questions can we get? So I think this question we will answer this a little bit later. But yeah, do you guys have any question for regarding, her as a mentor? We'll get to the question for the test a little bit later on. But do you have like the question for Miao-san, as a mentor, like any question that you want to ask her? Okay, yeah. Okay. So hold on. I think Miao-san is gone just for a minute. She's back.
Yeah,
So
sorry, I got a
yeah, no
delivery.
problem. No problem, no problem. That's totally fine. So somebody is asking you, may I know how to be a mentor facilitator at Build at Mercari program, and how was being a mentor at Mercari? Like,
Um,
how was your time as a mentor? Like, how was
yeah.
it? Like, how did you feel
So,
about it?
for me, I'm just work as mentor using my free time, like after work, to answer some questions in that period. But we have some other like organizer. They are preparing for
Mm-hmm.
more times.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry again.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, so please wait a second. She got a delivery, so this can happen sometimes. So she's gonna come back. Oh, okay, great. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So for other organizer, I think they start prepare the program at the early of this year. So they are trying to improve the content of this program. Use their like
Mm-hmm.
part time after work.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Someone is asking, like, what do you expect from the mentees?
Think for build program, I expect they asking question and learn something by themselves. So think the first step when you face some question when you are working on the program, uh, I hope the mentee can first do some research by themselves and ask question whenever they feel it's blocked. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the most efficient way to work with each other.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Next question is, so while you mentored some students, what was your observation? Like, did you find anything difficult? Like, did you have any challenges like during when you were a mentor?
I think I actually didn't find something so difficult because everyone is like very proactively work on their own progress. I remember one of the students, she's not majoring engineering or the STEM field, but she's like learned by herself, and also she was able to finish the program, and I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, so like everything went well for this student, right?
Yes, I think the most important thing is to keep ask question, and your mentor can help you to figure out, and you can finally make your progress.
Thank you so much for letting us know. I think this is a little bit different, a different question than, build at Mercari, but I think somebody would like to know, like, what does a typical day look like working at Mercari for you?
Yeah, I think for me, my work is machine learning engineer. So the daily work for me is to do some research first and do some like data processing and train the model, and to do the A/B test with some new features.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you're doing on the day-to-day basis, right? Like what time do you usually like how is your work style? Like what time do you usually start and what time do you usually finish? Like how's your, work style like to share with the people who are wondering like about, work-life balance and everything?
So now we are have the flex time policy. So I just
Mm.
start work after getting up, and sometimes
Mm.
get up late at like 10 a.m. But so and we go to the office 2 days 1 week for now, for some more to have more communication with the team member. Another day I would just focus on my own work and work at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're mainly working from home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to share with you, everyone, so we're working on the hybrid style right now. So we mostly do work from home most of the week, and then we just come twice a week to the office as well. So when it comes to like the work style at Mercari, it's actually very flexible. And when it comes to, for example, internship, because I think some people are interested in the internship as well. The interns also, we just request the intern to work on the business hours. But yeah, you can also work remotely from, you just need to be in Japan for when it comes to the work location. So yeah, we're going twice a week to the office, and we work on the full flex time. We have I think one last question to Miao-san, and then I will be answering some more general question after that. We have Zisa who is asking like, how should I best prepare for the training program to ensure I can contribute to the team. Do you have any advice, Miao-san?
So it's means for the build program. How what do you?
Um, yeah, for build program or training, that's fine. If you can give some advice, like how she can contribute and learn effectively for this program.
Yeah, I think for this program, I think the first thing you can start from learn one of the language we are going to use for this program, like Golang or Python. That
Mm-hmm.
could be the foundation of this program. And after that, if you want to prepare something for coding test, you can start to solve some problem on lead code.
Okay. I see. Thank you so much. I hope it answers your question. So yeah, feel free to, on our career side, we have our tech stacks, Mercury tech stacks. So feel free to have a look and try to get a little bit familiar with that before your training, so that you'll be able to learn effectively and so on. Yeah. Okay.
I think
Thank you so much. Yes.
question, another
Yeah.
important question may be how much hours do we need to input to the training program?
Mm.
So normally, you will need the full day for when we have the training program. And if you are not available during that time, I think some students, they are just use another day to make progress if they have like lesson or test in school.
Thank you, Miao-san.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that's an important question, actually. Yeah. Just one last question for Miao-san, as well. Somebody would like to ask, like, what inspired you to be in computer science? I guess, yeah, this is a hard question, I think, but do you have any answer to that?
Yeah. Mm, I think I was like in when I was in high school, I like mathematics or um, something like that. So I think computer science would be interesting for me. But at that time, I didn't have no coding experience. And after I joined the college, I feel uh, programming is very interesting things. So that makes me want to become a software engineer.
Nice, nice, great. Thank you so much, Miao-san.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay. Okay, so I will move on to answer, like to go to the FAQ again and answer a bit more general question. I think a lot of people are wondering, like, for example, if there's any interviews and how is this? So yeah, I will move forward with that. Thank you so much, Miao-san, to be here and sharing your insight and giving some key to the students on how to perform and effectively during this training. Yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, let's say bye to Miao-san. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Miao-san. Okay. Okay, great. So, yeah, let's do the Q&A time. So we have only 8 minutes for this. So here is the FAQ. I think a few people has some question again. So, is a computer provided? So as I said before, we are not going to provide any laptop for this training. So we will request you to excuse me, we'll request you to use your own computer and have like a good internet connection. Does the order of application affect the selection process? No, it does not. So I think a few people message on the box saying like, I applied like 3 weeks ago, I haven't received the test yet. So the reason why is because now is the application period. So after January 15, we are not going to review the resume yet. We will review your resume after that. So first we will proceed to the screening and then you will receive the test probably at the end of January. So that's the reason why. So if you haven't heard back from us after you applied, this doesn't mean that you got rejected. It means that, we still haven't just moved forward with the process. So please be a little bit patient. In any way, if your resume does not get, selected, we will send you a rejection email. So please just wait for whether you get rejected or whether we're sending you moving forward. Okay, so what will be the coding test about? So the test is about very general, like computer science knowledges, and it's going to be in English and online. So it's going to involve like a writing program that is given like input values and output, very like typical, data, like computer science, like algorithm and mathematical problems. So some people ask like, what is the language for the coding test? So you can use any language. Oops, sorry. You can use any language. So, but I would, if you're familiar with the Mercari languages, like programming language, I would definitely recommend you to use those. So, for example, Go, Python, Kotlin, Swift, Java, JavaScript, React, anything. Um, I would definitely recommend you to use those. If you don't, just use, the coding language you're most familiar with. Again, as I said earlier, or the most important for us is the reason why you want to apply to this training program. It's not, of course, technical skills is important, but this is not the most important for us. The most important for us is your motivation to participate in this program. So make sure to write very, it has to be very sharp and concise why you want to do this program more than, the technical perspective. So how difficult is the coding test? So it's going to be a pretty easy test, especially if you're from a computer science background. If you want to practice, please try to go to LeetCode and do some mock tests as well. So I live overseas. Can I still participate in Build Internship? Yes, you can participate. So Mercari will arrange your visa, your flight tickets, and accommodation for 1 month. So yes, you can come to Japan for 1 month for Build Internship. Please don't misunderstand. This is for Build Internship, not the training. The 2 weeks training will be online in your country. What is the hourly wage for Build Internship? So, of course, if you come to Japan for an internship with us, this is going to be a paid internship. So I cannot provide you, it's going to be paid this amount, but we will decide the amount when we offer you the to we offer you to come to Japan for an internship. So mid-career new graduates are based on the candidate experience and skills. So the hourly wage will also vary from person to person depending on your skills, on your interview results as well. Can I participate in the Build internship without participating in the Build training program? So yes, you can participate in Build internship if you haven't done the Build training program. We will set up a separate application for that in April or May. Okay, and I guess this was the only FAQ question. So I'm going to pick up the question from the chat box. We only have 1 minute. So I will, pick up the one that I think are the most important for everybody to understand about our selection process. So somebody is kind of spamming and asking if there is any interview after the coding test. So let me get back to the selection process slide. So hold on a second. It is here. So the selection process. So we, gather your application. We'll do a screening. You will have the coding test, and then there will be an interview for that. So yes, if it answer your question, yes, there will be an interview. So the interview will be mostly about your, um, reason. We want to hear about your reason why you want to get into this training program. So please make sure to prepare um, your communication skills on the technical perspective, on your reason for why you want to don't like enroll in this program as well. Um, and yes, make sure, yeah, to prepare for that. Right. So can we know whether we will get selected or not? Yes, we will, of course, let you know if you're not selected for this, um, you know, uh, training program. Of course, we're not going to, just pass on and move on. We'll let you know. Okay. So what will be the? I think this is related to the internship opportunity. So what will be the duration for the accommodation? So we will provide you accommodation for the whole internship period. So you won't need to spend any money on your accommodation, um, when you come to Japan for an internship. Everything will be paid by the company. Okay, one last question because it is, 7 p.m. already in Japan, and this meeting is for 1 hour. So I had already submitted my application before the session. Can I now edit again and submit new application? No, you cannot edit your application, but you can submit it again if you want to with, the edited version. All right. Sorry, I'm really sorry that, I won't be able to answer everybody. But I hope, this very small 1 hour time, I was able to answer most of the question that you had. Yeah, I was really happy to present this program again. We'll be waiting for your application and looking forward to review all of your resume. Um, so yeah, please apply to our training. Please apply to our internship opportunity. And good luck for everyone. We'll keep you updated whether you pass or not this training process and also the Build at Mercari internship more in April, May. So yes, thank you everybody. It was great to see you. Yeah, looking forward to receive your application. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.